of the great lock-in for me is focused around isolation. And I know it's not always the best thing because I'm someone who's naturally very solitary, but I feel like I really need to go into hermit mode and within myself in order to expand. Because when I'm around people, I'm taking on everyone else's things, whether I want to or not. And even if I try to let go of it, it's still like more energy, more friction to do all of that. So I really am just focused on myself, and I need to be with myself.
Don't you think that it is so wild how we all collectively felt the vibe of this great lock-in? I personally had no idea that this was going on. All I know is that my birthday's on September 25th, and I was like, if I just give my life 1,010%, cut off everything, cut off the drinking, cut off the toxic people, and just hone in, zone all the way in, lock the fuck in, go to the gym every day, that by December or by January 1st, my life is going to be completely different. Because we all have to kind of think about it. Have we ever really all locked in? Like, we'll lock in for like a week. We'll lock in for maybe like 2 weeks max. And then we're right back to the same bullshit, same shenanigans, because something in our mind is like, okay, let's just like revert back to the familiar. But this time, I feel like everything is very much different because, as we've seen on the TikTok, everybody is super invested in this great lock-in. So I think that we should hold each other accountable. So if you are locked the fuck in and documenting it, oh my God, please either drop your @ in the comments so that I can follow you and be inspired myself. All I know is prepared to be sick of me. Prepared to be sick of me. That's all. I love you. Bye.
So everybody's talking about the great lock-in? Oh, okay. If you don't know, now you know. We reaching quarter 4 of 2025, the last quarter of this year. Let's go out with a big bang. From September 1st to December 31st, your life can change. Lock in. Write it down. Hit the gym. Take the necessary steps to make it shake, to make it happen. And yeah, change your life. These next 4 months is for who I should have been a long time ago. Lock in, chat. Lock in. We locked in. Yeah, turn me out. I love it. Everybody's talking about the great lock-in. I love that for us. This is a generational run for who we was been supposed to be. Let's turn this heat up a notch. I see y'all in December. I'll be around, but I see y'all. Straight grind.
If you want to lock in and actually change your life in the next 3 months by the end of 2025, here are 4 things that I would do. Number 1, you just have to stop gooning. I can't believe I have to say this, but you are beating your meat too much. You're flicking the bean too much. I'm telling you, every single time you do that, it drains you, literally, but mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And it is pulling you away and keeping you from doing the thing that you actually want and need to do in order to succeed in life. Stop being lustful, go out into the world and focus and do what you need to do. Number 2 is sleep. You just cannot focus. You can't do much without good sleep. These crazy goals and aspirations that you have, you're going to need the energy to do so. So do the basic things that have good sleep hygiene. Make sure you're going to bed and waking up at the same time. Get that full 7, 8, 9 hours. Make sure your room is really cold, fully dark. Stay off your phone an hour before bed. Make sure you're not consuming tons of caffeine before bed, because learning how to rest is a skill, and it's one of those things that really move the needle. Formula 1 cars would not have brakes if all it took to win was going fast. Number 3, this next one is huge because not a lot of people realize that if you are feeding yourself crap, you are just not going to operate at the level that you should be. So having a good diet is important. The alcohol, the processed foods, a bunch of sugar, newsflash, that stuff isn't good for you. And a lot of America, they operate at this level because they don't know what it's like to operate at this level. You only get to this level when your body is fueled by whole foods. Foods that are high in fiber, high in protein, low sugar, no alcohol. I am begging you to try that out so that you can perform at your highest potential. And last but not least, I cannot stress enough cleanliness. A clean space will help you operate so much better because you will have a clean mind. Just immediately start decluttering your area. Get rid of things that you don't want, don't need. If you you want to make money, go sell it, Facebook Marketplace, or if you want to help someone out, just go donate it. And then clean your space, clean your office, clean your car, clean your bathroom, and make sure everything, and I mean everything, is neat and organized. And then clean yourself. If you're a girl, take an everything shower. If you're a dude, go get a haircut. Feel nice so that you can operate with just this vibrant energy of like, yeah, I'm clean, so now I'm about to do my thing. You maintain these 4 things from now, September, until the end of the year, you are going to start off 2026 in a brand new light. By that time, I wouldn't be surprised if your life just completely changed mentally, emotionally, financially, and physically.
If you want to make this lock-in your bitch, I got you. Let's do this. I'm going to give you some actionable steps that you can put into place to make this lock-in help you level up and get your dream life. Last video, I talked about how you're going to spend the first hour of your morning. Go watch that for the full thing, but just to summarize, you're going to get very intentional with the first hour after you wake up. Next, another thing that I implemented that I think made such a difference is making breakfast a priority. I know so many people, especially girls, don't like eating in the morning, don't feel hunger, but there are a lot of studies that show that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and it really does set you up for success. So every morning I prioritize a breakfast that is very fun for me. I like a balance of different foods. I like fruits, veggies, eggs, bacon. I need a little bit of everything. I like to call it a girl breakfast because it's not a lot. Like, the portions are small, but they feel and taste very good. Next, after my non-negotiable breakfast, I have a non-negotiable walk. I was watching a podcast recently that talks about the benefits of sunlight every single day. I recommend 15 to 20 minutes in the sun every single day to get infrared light. Listen to this podcast if you want to understand what the benefits are. Plus, you want to get your digestive system working after your breakfast, especially if you have a very big breakfast. I like to take the dog, we go out, we walk for 20 minutes. She's happy, I'm happy, I get exercise, and I get sunlight for 20 minutes. While I'm on this walk, another non-negotiable I have is listening to a podcast that somehow levels up my life. I have a science degree. I went to school for science, for psychology. So I have a little side of me that's very nerdy. I like to listen to any science podcasts. Because I went to school for psychology and like research methods, I listen to a lot of neuroscience-based podcasts and stuff that has to do with like health and wellness and body. But you can really listen to anything that helps you level up. It doesn't matter if it's self-help, whatever. And I actually start listening to this podcast while I'm cooking because it takes me a little bit to cook, then while I'm eating, and then I finish the podcast as I'm walking. They're usually like an hour to 2 hours long, so I'll try to get through that. One other thing that is non-negotiable for me is working out every single day. I do Pilates, I do weightlifting, I do HIIT classes, I run. That's another thing that I implemented during the Great Lock-In, but that's not like my main workout. Every single day, I am moving my body. And I live kind of far from my gym, so when I'm on the way to the gym, I'm listening to this podcast if I haven't finished it already. These things are non-negotiable for me. I don't care if I have the busiest day in the world. I will wake up earlier or go to bed later just so I can make sure that all of these things happen every single day. I've never felt so healthy, so fit, but also, and most importantly, so mentally there and locked in. If you want more ideas of how to lock in during this Great Lock-In and elevate your life to the max, let me know. I'm gonna make a whole series.